Friction on the car's wheels allow the car to move across the surface. Without the friction, the wheels would just turn in place. So we added parts of a rubber glove on the wheels to help with the friction. But friction on the axle is bad for the car. This would cause the wheels to lose momentum and turn more slowly, thus decreasing how long and far the car can go. To prevent this, we made the hole slightly bigger and added some lubricant.
The first law states that an object at rest will stay at rest until acted upon by another force, and vice versa. The car will stay at rest because there is no other force acting upon it. But when the car moves, the force stopping it from continuing infinitely is friction. The second law states that force equals mass times acceleration. The action rod creates a constant force, so in order to create as fast acceleration as possible, you need to make the mass as low as possible. The third law states that each action has an equal and opposite reaction. The force exerted by the action rod is acted upon by the axle, and the axle has an equal force exerted to the action rod.
The mousetrap car has potential energy stored in the string when the mousetrap is bolted and ready to go. But when the action rod is released, this potential energy slowly turns into kinetic energy, which is transferred through the axle to the wheels. But some of that energy is lost through thermal energy and friction on the wheels.
If we increase the size of the snapping arm, then the car will go further before the elastic potential energy is up. Adjusting the length of the action rod to be smaller would cause a large amount of energy exerted on the drive axle, but the duration would be short. Having the action rod long would cause a slower but longer release of energy on the drive axle.
When we turn on the stove, the chemical energy of the natural gas is turned into thermal energy when we burn it, which we use to cook the food that we eat. The food is then turned back into chemical energy that our body uses to perform daily functions like walking and breathing.